Today is a triumph for freedom as huge as any victory that's ever been won on any battlefield.
August 1965, the Voting Rights Act is signed into law. August 2015, voting rights are under assault, and hundreds take to the streets and highways marching. Washington, D.C. It's all part of the NAACP America's journey for justice.
We march because all across the length and breadth of this country, our citizens are calling out and they're saying to those in Washington that our lives matter, our votes matter, our jobs matter, our schools matter.
And so, on August 1st, the march begins with a walk across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama. Hundreds answering NAACP President Brooks's call to march for justice. Young and old, black and white, men and women, united.
When I say journey, you say for justice. Journey for justice. Journey for justice.
Through 5 states, the journey covers 1,000 miles and lasts more than 45 days.
All my life I've been a believer in justice. Worked on economic justice, expanding our democracy. I'm now the president of Common Cause, and we've endorsed the march because we believe our lives matter, our schools matter, our votes matter, and people matter.
Mile after mile through the hot, muggy days of August, the march moves forward.
I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom.
Just amazing to see so many people standing up, marching in the hot sun to talk about why it's important to re-strengthen our voting rights options in this country, to strengthen what got taken away here in North Carolina, but also to pass the National Voting Rights Amendment Act.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
North Carolina's newly passed voter suppression laws make it ground zero in the fight for voting rights. A large crowd marches through downtown toward the state capitol, including a contingency of Common Cause members. More than 2,000 people attend the rally, eager to hear inspiring words.
So I ask you, will you walk? Will you march? Will you lift the voice of your brother and your sister? Today, tomorrow, here in North Carolina and in D.C.
With renewed energy, the march crosses into Virginia and along the way suffers a setback. The untimely passing of this man, Middle Passage, who had been with the march from day one in Selma and had been an inspiration to all.
We're all looking after each other. We're all in it together. This is our planet.
Washington, D.C.
By mid-September, the march reaches the nation's capital, crossing the Arlington Memorial Bridge to the Lincoln Memorial, with a large presence of Common Cause members, allies, and staff.
Until we have a democracy where every single person has the right, unfettered and unencumbered to vote, the journey will not be done. Until people who will not be barred from voting because they have a felony conviction, the journey will not be done. Until the arbitrary deadlines that keep people from voting are taken down, and early voting is extended to everyone, and mail-in voting to everyone, the journey will not be done. Until the millionaires and billionaires that think they can dominate the process, whether as big-time contributors to presidential candidates, or in some cases as presidential candidates themselves, the journey will not be done.
The next day, our young Common Cause student activists join hundreds of other citizen lobbyists, walking the halls of Congress, urging for passage of the Voting Rights Amendment Act. The D.C. experience is one these young folks will always remember.
To see the people who actually put into place the laws that you're supposed to abide by, and to make sure that they're actually doing their job and that you agree with what they're doing, because at the end of the day, they are actually public servants, really.
I think it's much harder to deny someone their rights if they showed you their face and expressed their personal concerns directly with you. So I think we made a a very impactful statement today.
It made me feel really good, especially because a lot of them didn't know about what was going on, which is really interesting because it's something that's really impacting us. So it was good to be able to enlighten them on what's going on and how it's affecting us. So I felt like we might have a big impact on them.
While this portion of America's journey for justice concludes, the journey doesn't end until our nation lives up to the promise of justice for all.